Hello and welcome back to the Motorhome Review channel. Today I'm at the Caravan Camping and Motorhome Show 2026 here at the NEC, and I'm on the Bailey of Bristol stand. In this video I'm going to be giving you a first look at the new Bailey Endurance. Now the Endurance was actually launched in October 2025 for the new season with the E62. I haven't reviewed that one yet, so we're going to start over there with that and then come back to the E65, the brand new layout. So there's now two Endurance layouts. Let's venture around to the E62 and make a start and find out what we need to know about it. Now, many of you may well already be familiar with the Bailey Endeavour campervan based on Ford. Well, Endurance is their new range. So let's dive in and find out what we need to know. So the E62, this one that I'm going to review with you, is in its most basic format. When we go to the E65, that one is almost fully spec'd. You can put the options from the 65 on the 62 as well, so it's all relevant. Right, let's find out what we need to know. So, Endurance E62, it's based on Ford. It comes with the 2-litre diesel engine, 165 horsepower and manual transmission as standard. You can have automatic if you want. The matte grey paintwork is also standard. This campervan is a 2-berth with 2 travel seats and the price is £67,000. If you add extras, obviously that'll go up a little bit more. In terms of size, so the E62, it's 5 metres and 98 centimetres long. It's 2 metres and 8 centimetres wide. It's 2 metres and 80 centimetres in height, and it has a gross vehicle weight of 3.5 tonnes. So you can drive this on your car licence. Payload, Bailey tell us we're going to get around 681 kilos on this model. Right, those are the important facts and figures. Let's make a start. So at the front here we see the Ford cab. We have the big Ford front grille, E62, and that grey paintwork that I told you about. We'll make our way down the near side because we're not going to be able to access the off side. So you will have the black alloy wheels as standard, and then the graphics or the decals. What I shall do is I'll close this door up so at least we can see the full graphics down the side, and then I'll open that when we go in. So these are the Endurance graphics. We've got the name badge up there. On the roof, as standard, you will get a 130 watt solar panel. An awning can be added, that's an optional extra. The LED light strip is standard, and there's also an electric step. You will get, as seen here, an external gas barbecue point. This campervan does have electric hookup. It also has a fresh water tank, 100 litres of fresh water, 58 litres of grey water. And in terms of heating, it's got the Truma 4DE, so it's going to run off diesel or electric, that air-blown heating. At the rear, so it's got quite a nice back end to it, this nice grey paintwork, the graphics, the Bailey name, and up there we can see that rear view camera. Coming down in the bumper, there are also some parking sensors situated there as well. You will be able to carry 1 gas bottle on board, a 1 6-kilo gas bottle. I'll just open this door carefully there. Inside, you can see that this model has a rear lounge. I'm going to show you this obviously in much more detail when we go inside. Coming down, there is also here an external shower, so you can wash whether it be your pets or your bikes, whatever it is, at the back of the campervan here. The back windows, they will open. There's also concertina blinds and a fly screen as well. As I say, we'll see more of that layout when we go inside, which we're going to do now. So let's head off down this side. So as I say, you'll get electric hookup, you've got your solar panel, onboard water tank, 1 6-kilo gas bottle, diesel heating, pushing the door open and locking that in place. Now what I do like straight away is when you've got your campervan door open, you can see this Endurance and the Bailey all illuminated, a real outdoor feel to it. This is where you're going to store that gas bottle that I mentioned. I'm going to go inside. Now, there is the electric step. Obviously, we're at the show, so we've got this step. It's nice to see that there is a handle here, grab handle as you go in. Now coming into the cab, first of all you will see the 2 travel seats. This one only has 2 travel seats, not 4, and it is a 2 berth as I said. This one here shown with the manual transmission, but that large Ford infotainment system as well. The fabric has this grey leather effect, and the armrests are also covered as well, which is good to see. As you come in through the door, let's make a start on the off side. So first of all, there is a wardrobe situated here, there is a rail, nice wood finish inside, and also the benefit of a mirror here within this door. This is situated above the 90-litre Thetford compressor fridge and freezer. This runs solely off electric. Whether you're on or off grid, this is an electric appliance. You will get the freezer compartment. The Endurance comes standard with 2 80 amp hour batteries. So that's our fridge and freezer and our wardrobe. Above the door there's the control panel for the Endurance, and then I'll work my way back. You may be wondering what this is. This is the washroom. I don't normally start with the washroom, so I won't on this occasion, but I will come back to this. The benefit of this quite innovative sliding door is that you also gain all this extra room here. Despite the camper being narrow, we've got plenty of room here. Okay, starting up at the top. Matte black push button, matte black handle, and then this effect here on the finish. Open this up, we can see our storage locker in the kitchen. Good amount of height and a shelf there separating that part. Before I move further down, let's look up at the ceiling. Wood effect panelling is really popular at the moment, and here it is. Bailey have also applied it within this camper van to modernise it and make it feel like we're looking for these features at home as well, so it's on the road too. Kitchen space, there is a good amount of worktop space here for a camper. I know you'll look at it and think there's not a lot there, but we have this additional worktop flap here, so absolutely fantastic that we have got all this space, and it also is feeding nicely into the table back here, which I'm going to come to obviously. What we're going to get in the kitchen, there's the sink, a matte black tap which folds away, hot and cold water. The hot water will come through that Truma heating system. Fold that down, and opening this up, there's 2 gas burners. That'll run off that gas cylinder that's down there. Making our way down, we have a slide out drawer. Whether a cutlery tray comes with it or not, I don't know. It's not shown here at the show. They are soft close and have this black handle effect as well. Pulling that out, you can see that opens up so you can access all the storage under the sink. Now there's no oven, as you can see there. However, there is an option to add a microwave. So if it's a bit of a deal breaker, you can add a microwave. Under here there's an LED light, and then there's 2 plug sockets. So you could always use an air fryer if the lack of oven again was an issue. I'll continue along. So in terms of headroom, 1.96 m in headroom, so we can see that here above me. And then we come into the lounge area. This feels nicely spacious. The dark tinted windows, I get a feeling of privacy back here. So there's a window on each side, both with a blind and a fly screen. The concertina blind, I know that's popular with a lot of people, and the UK manufacturers do tend to use that. Storage, let's start high and work our way down. So back here, there is 2 good storage lockers, nice strong clasps, the grey underneath as well as on the top, the wood effect all the way through, and the shelving. And nice to see they're not going up and hitting up against the roof there. So come bring those down, lock them back. As I move across, there is a small sunroof for ventilation, and then under here there's another storage cupboard as well. That's got the grey finish at the back. Underneath, the lighting, a small shelf, and also here we're getting these downlighters, and within those there's a USB charging point as well, so you're able to sit here in the lounge and charge. It's also worth mentioning that down here there's a plug socket as well, so if you're using the lounge as like an on-the-road office as well, you can at least charge your gadgets. Before I come there, we'll talk about the lounge. This is a really nice rear lounge camper van. The table here, you can see it's attached here on this side. It does swivel and move around, so it's out of the way when it needs to be, and then you can move that for wherever you want. plenty of space to relax, and we've got these nice armrests as well. This one's actually got a drinks holder in it too, which is quite a good feature. So you can put that there, have your drink in it. So these, you can move them around as well. So nice bolstered support. The fabric, I like this. This is the grey. This is a much more modern feel than I feel that the Endeavour did, personally speaking. Nice grey finish on here and the fabric, so it's feeling much more modern. If you're wondering where you're going to sleep, as well as relaxing, this is going to be your bedroom. These are single beds, 6'2" in length and 2'2" in width. If you want to make it into a double, you can do that. The table will remove. This will become a double bed, 6'3" long. So a good sized double as well back here if you prefer to sleep together. So that's your option there. And then the flooring coming through, nice wood effect flooring. Bailey have made use as well of storage under the sofa. So this is potentially where you could be putting your electric hookup, levelling ramps, camping chairs. Because what you've always got to consider on this style of layout, you don't have a garage for storage. So utilise the bench seats. Coming down again, we have the LED lights. I'll just move that down so it's not blinding me in the face and yourself. USB charging point. There's also more USB charging points here as well. So this is good to see. These are the things we want to be looking for. And again, £67,000 for this camper van, as I'm showing you now. So it gives you an idea of the sort of spec you probably really should be looking at. Storage lockers, and then if you're wondering about television, there's a TV point under here. So you can put a television bracket potentially on this side wall as well. So TV point there. So that is our lounge area. We looked from outside, we've looked from inside. 6'2" sofa seats here. Nice area. Feels like there's a good amount of headroom, and because of the way that the cabinets are shaped, where they're going like this, it makes it feel more open as we work our way through. Now, the innovative washroom. So this door, when you do need to use the bathroom, you are going to slide it along this way. I'll just do it slowly so you can see how that operates. So it's sliding along, okay? What I'll do, I'm going to get you to come in here to the lounge, and then I'm going to dive in here. So if you come through, so once this door's slid around, like so, looking through the gap that I have created, there is the Thetford toilet, as we can see here. This does swivel. There does appear to be plenty of room to slide the door to close it when you need to use the toilet. There's a small shelving section here, and then above me there is a small cabinet. Now if I open this up, there's a little bit of storage. You maybe see my hand in there, a little bit of storage. No bar to keep things in place though, but there is some storage. There is a shower curtain. The shower curtain for me is the compromise here. It is in the way of me getting in here. There's a hook here though for our towels. When you want to use the shower, you're going to have to pull this around. The thing is, this is then going to be wet. I would advise, if you can, get some little magnets and pin them to the bottom of the shower curtain. It'll actually keep it on the floor as opposed to sticking to you when you're in the shower. But this to me is the compromise on this camper van. It might not be for you, but it is one of those things. Moving along, we now have a sink, fairly small sink, and it is only shallow as well, so do be careful with that. There's a tap here, and this is going to operate this. This is both your shower and your sink tap. So you're going to feed this back into here when you're ready to use it as a tap, as you can see there. When we pull it out, it goes back there and becomes the shower, and the shower curtain is going to come across this rail. There is a mirror, and then moving down, we have a further cabinet. Now this is much better storage. Loads of room in here for all our toiletries, toilet rolls, and all the other bits and pieces. And down in the floor is the plastic finish flooring for drainage, plug hole as well. So that's the bathroom. The light switch for it is just up here as well, if you're wondering. Right, I'll slide this back around. There we go. You won't be hopefully doing this with your backpack on. But that's the bathroom, really innovative. So that's the B62. Plenty of great features on board. Right, let's go back out this way, and we're going to go to the B65. So the 65 is the new layout that's been launched. In terms of sizes, I'll go through those with you. This one, the B62, was 67,000. This camper van is 70,000. However, as you can see, there are a number of features that have been added as well. So I'll go through those. In its basic form, it will look like the B62. These are optional extras. So let's go through the facts and figures. Now this is a 2-berth, but this one has 4 travel seats. So if travel seats are important to you, this may be a better option for yourself. It's still 5 metres and 98 centimetres in length, 2 metres and 8 centimetres in width, 2 metres 80 in height, and 3.5 tonnes. So it's still on your car licence. Let's just make our way back round the rear and I'll talk about some of these packs and have a look at this layout. So back here, this one does have a fixed bed. This is a transverse bed, so you're going to sleep across the camper van, and it is 6 feet and 6 inches in length. So this may be better if you are a taller person or you do prefer not having to make that bed up. You're also going to benefit from storage space. You can see here a good amount of storage under that bed, and along the sides the storage lockers with elasticated bands to hold all your bits and pieces in. The 65 will also come with the external shower as well, and the back windows do have the windows with the blinds. You'll also still get that rear view camera. Before we go in, let's just talk about some of the features that are on this one. So this has also been fitted with the Adventure Pack. Now the Adventure Pack is £1,250 extra, and within the Adventure Pack you will get the bars at the top. There's also a ladder as well, so you can climb up onto the roof. The Adventure Pack will also have an enhancement on the solar. The standard camper will have one 130 watt solar panel. The enhanced Adventure Pack will give you 2 100 watt solar panels, so you're going up to 200 watts. And you can add lithium as well. If you prefer, you can have the factory fit lithium as well. This one's had the awning fitted, so this is a cost option as well. I think a lot of people probably will go for the awning. In good weather, these are fabulous for shade, and also in rain, if it's a miserly day, this will keep that moisture off you. You'll also notice up there the TentBox. Now the TentBox can be fitted at the factory along with the bars. You can see as well that the solar panel is then attached up there. TentBox, that option is around £2,740. You'd use the ladder to climb up and you'd sleep in that. This isn't a pop top, that is a completely separate tent box. It's a concealed part on its own. That's ideal if you've got children, but do bear in mind that you are going to have to climb up onto the roof of your camper van. Just bear that in mind. It may look fabulous here at the show, but the practicality and the health and safety of that, just see whether it's for you. Let's make a start now at the front, because this has got that Adventure Pack. So let's see how that looks. So up here, this is the roof section that I mentioned, the roof rack. It's got the light bars in it as well. This really does look the outdoor rugged type vehicle. I can see this being popular in the Adventure Pack and the 62. Right, let's go and take a closer look at the layout, because this is very different to the one we saw before. Electric step, the button for it's just down there. I'll come in. Now in the kitchen space, we still have that Endurance again. I do like this. And then on this one, our kitchen flap extension is here. There's a couple of shelves there for a bit of additional storage. And then we're into our cab area. Now this one has been fitted with the optional automatic transmission, so you can just get an idea of how that is going to look in that cab down there. The Bailey seats again turned round, and here we have a forward facing bench seat. This is where we'll find 2 more travel seats. So the 62 is a 2 travel seat, the 65 is a 4 travel seat, so more suited for families or people that do take friends with them on their travels. Here's our dining room area. This table, it is manoeuvrable and removable, so you can actually have more space here in the front if you need it. The storage here, we see more of these yellow bands that we saw in the back garage space, just to hold items in. The wood finish, up here there is a plug socket and a television point, so again you can attach your television bracket somewhere in this area, so you do have the ability to watch television on your travels. Again, we've got this lovely wood effect ceiling and a sunroof. The control panel as we came in, and then we're into the kitchen. So again, we have our gas burners, off our 1 6 kilo gas bottle, Storage up here, you can add the microwave if you wish, and then we have the same storage as well in the 65. Now as we come down, a couple of differences here. This is where we're going to find the wardrobe. So opening this up, the wardrobe space, a rail. Admittedly, you're not going to hang a great deal in there. I'd be inclined more to stack my clothes upwards. Coming down, 2 plug sockets, so you can utilise these for the kitchen space, and then the Thetford compressor fridge and freezer, that 90 litre capacity. Coming back, if I just step in, here again we have a better view of that transverse bed at the back. This does also lift up, so if you need to move it upwards out of the way, you can put larger items in. And the good thing about that floor, it's got that aluminium flooring and the tie-down points as well. There are the downlighters here in the corners, and these have the USB charging points as well. There's some use of the grey fabric back here just to soften it, the sunroof there, and then the storage again. Good amount of storage lockers at the back end. The payload on this model is under 600 kilos. So the 62 had a payload of 681. This one is just in the high 500, so it does come down a little bit. I'd imagine that's potentially because of the weight back here being taken up or used on that bed. So that's the 65, transverse bed at the rear. This one does feel slightly more hemmed in inside, let me use those words, because obviously it's a different design. If space is more important, the 62 may be better for you. However, if a fixed bed is more important, then it's going to be that 65. So in summary, we have seen the new Endurance 62, the new Endurance 65, starting at £67,000 and then £70,000. This one here specced up just out of interest. So if you do put literally all the options on, we're going up to just over £78,000. So all the options are going to add an extra £8,000. If you want it to look like this, an automatic transmission, that's where you're going to be. Hopefully you enjoyed having a look. I'm going to put a link to Bailey of Bristol in the description so you can explore all the Bailey campervans and motorhomes. And thank you to Bailey for letting us film on the stand. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.